Hello ladies and gentlemen, Tevaron here, and welcome to a new series, Lobotomy Corporation, Face the Fear, Build the Future. I watched someone stream a bit of this a few minutes, and it got me really excited. This is a game, I think it's still in early access, that's based on games, movies, and shows like SCP Foundation, Warehouse 13, Cabin in the Woods, where we're dealing with weird monsters. I think the game calls them abnormalities, and trying to figure out how to deal with each one. Yeah, that's about all I know about it. So let's begin, shall we? We should probably do the tutorial, I think. Sure. Abnormality. Uh-huh. Synchronize memory repository. Hello, manager. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Starting today, you are responsible for managing abnormalities we have and ensuring we meet the daily energy quota. Okay, Angela. Okay. Oh, and mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out. Oh, and I can just right click and drag. Okay, cool. Let's try a simple maneuver. When you hover your mouse over an employee, some information about them will be revealed on the right. Please try selecting an employee by pressing the primary mouse button. Alright. Well done. The information displayed in the bar on the right now is related to the selected employee. Some of it might be of importance, such as their state values and EGO equipment. Please look in the manual at the employees article for details about what these mean. Alright, we got Fortitude, Max HP, Prudence, Max SP, Temperance, Justice, Riot Stick, and then this stuff. The bar on the top left here shows the amount of energy you need to collect for the day. On the top right, you can find what missions you are able to clear today. Alright, energy, missions. Energy can be produced when a product called positive enkephalin, I guess, is released by an abnormality. Something it might do when it is being worked on. Please select a containment unit that holds an abnormality with the primary mouse button. I guess that's this little guy down here, this cat robot looking thing. Can we get a better look at that? Kinda cute. Since you have yet to learn any information about this abnormality, you have no way of knowing how it would respond to any work. In order to find out, an employee has to perform work with it. So, for now, please select the first type of work available, instinct work. Okay, it's like a little dinosaur head. Instinct work is conducted to satisfy an abnormality's primal and psychological desires. An employee who conducts instinct work will increase their fortitude at the end of the day, which increases their health points. Alright, good to know. Health points seem important. Can I not... Do I have to select you? How do I advance here? Oh, there. Gotcha. The different types of work you can request your employees to perform on abnormalities have different results. These results are different from each... Whoa, it just advanced on me there. I didn't click anything, but I got the gist that it's different for each abnormality. It can be quite straining for the fragile mind when someone meets an abnormality. If your employee isn't ready enough, it may make the abnormality seem frightening or disturbing to them. As such, they may react severely towards facing it, and it can lower their sanity points. Okay, so that's what SP means. Calm. That seems good. Evaluate task sequences. Let's just do as we've been always doing. An abnormality releases enkephalin when employees work with them. We collect this into boxes. Depending on how well the employee performs the work, the abnormality will respond positive or negative. When it reacts positively, it will release positive enkephalin, which produces a PE box, a positive enkephalin box, okay? If, however, the abnormality reacts negatively, it will release negative enkephalin instead and damage the employee. You should keep in mind that when an employee's health or sanity drops completely, then the work is forcibly ended. So, green's good, red's bad. Gotcha. Uh-huh. Okay, do we just wait then? While this happens? An abnormality's mood might change depending on the outcome of the work done on it. The outcome can be predicted based on the amount of PE boxes we obtain thanks to the work. An abnormality has generally 3 ways of responding to it: good, neutral, and bad. It may use a special ability or try to escape depending on the outcome. I mean, it looks like we did okay. When the work is finished, the energies generated in PE boxes are collected. The PE boxes are stored and shown in the abnormality's PE box counter, okay? We just get 1 with all of these? Each abnormality produces a unique set of PE boxes which can be used to unlock the abnormality's information details, increase the observation level you have with it, or extract EGO equipment from it. Ego equipment, I guess? Sure. After work has been performed with it, the same abnormality cannot be worked with for a short period of time. In the meantime, you can send your employees to other abnormalities to perform work with those or let them heal up. When the regenerator gauge fills up completely, is that this up here? Okay. Employees in the main room will be healed. It will restore both their HP and sanity. Okay. Alright, got a happy face. Feels sad about employee Tatiana something or other, it said down there. Let's try ordering an employee to do a different type of work in a slightly different way. Click on the employee using the primary mouse button. Then use the secondary mouse button on the abnormality containment unit. Okay, so we can send them there in either of those ways, either clicking on the abnormality or the employee first. Gotcha. We still don't know much about this abnormality, so let's just try ordering the employee to perform insight work with it. Okay. So, since this is the tutorial, I gather this is not going to work as well. Insight work is conducted to improve the environment the abnormality resides in. An employee who conducts insight work will increase their prudence at the end of the day, which increases their sanity points. Okay, so fortitude is health, and prudence is sanity. Gotcha. And then we select here. I don't know why I had to click the employee like that when I already had them selected, but sure. Oh, we got 9. Maybe it just took a little bit to register. Seems to like people. Can we pause? No, we can't. Is thinking about something, feels sad about employee Tatiana leaving, seems to want to follow them. Okay, well, I was wrong. It was even better than the last time. You now have collected enough of this abnormality's PE boxes, it's time to learn about observation. Please press the label bar displayed on the top of the containment unit. For now it displays the subject number, but after unlocking its basic information, its name will be displayed here instead. 0-00-00. Ooh, yeah. Cool. This is the information we currently have on said abnormality. As you can see, we don't have much knowledge about it yet, as most of it is locked away. You need to spend some of the unique PE boxes we collected from the abnormality in order to gain specific information. Please try to unlock the basic information about the abnormality. Alright, we've got 19. It only costs 1. Training Standard Dummy Rabbit. Details concerning the management process of the abnormality are displayed here. If there is something the abnormality doesn't like, it can result in a decrease in its Cliffoth counter and cause problems in energy production, so make sure you unlock and read these thoroughly. Please try to unlock it now. Alright. How the abnormality would react towards the different types of work is displayed here. The more preferred the work is, the higher the success rate will be. The number on the left of it indicates the level of the work an employee has to have with it for the displayed success rate to count. Please unlock all of the work favor guidelines. I wish I could read that. I guess maybe it'll give us a chance once we do these. High on instinct. High on insight. Very high on attachment. and common, and looks like all common on repression. A repression work performed on training standard dummy rabbit decreases the cliff-off counter. Alright, let's proceed. This area here shows what maximum cliff-off counter value of the abnormality is. It will also show whether or not the abnormality will escape when the cliff-off counter reaches 0, as well as how resistant it is to certain types of damage after it has escaped, which is something you would need to know to manage such situations. Please unlock the escape information. You guys may have noticed some weird grammar and stuff here. From what I understand, they are working to improve the translation, so some of the translation may be a bit bad. We will deal with that as best we can. Cliff off counter 1. So it's weak to white and resists red, and then normal on these. You are now finished with the observation of this abnormality. As you unlock information details, the observation level of the abnormality is increased and will give benefits when working with the abnormality, such as an increased work rate, speed, or success rate. Over here, okay? Looks like we've got them all now. As you increase the observation level and reach a certain point, you will be capable of extracting ego equipment from the abnormality at the cost of PE boxes. Ego weapons are powerful tools that can help with suppressing abnormalities. Please extract an ego weapon. Alright. Teth. Alright, manufacture. We can make 5 of those. An ego suit offers an increased resistance to certain types of damage. Some types of damage might come in harder than others depending on what ego suit the employee uses. Please extract an ego suit. Okay. Well done. You can see what ego gift the abnormality has a chance on passing to an employee here. If this area is unlocked, when an employee finishes work with the abnormality, they would have a chance of receiving the ego gift displayed here. Usually the chances of this happening are slim. Training standard ego head 1. Health and sanity +2 each. 100% drop chance. Alright. That's not slim, but this is the tutorial. Now lastly, let's check the abnormality's observation records. Please click on Abnormality Story. Yeah, this is what I was wanting to see. This is what interested me when I was watching it being played. You can see the observation records of the abnormality here. Entries are added as your observation level increases. Looks like we reviewed everything, so let's close this information window. Please press leave. Well, I want to read this first. A dummy abnormality used to train soon-to-be managers. Some rumor says that it became a training abnormality since it is most docile and tame. It is called Dummy Rabbit, but doesn't seem to like carrots. It likes people. If it escapes, it is merely following the person who is leaving. So this is not dangerous at all. There are other ones, I gather, who are very dangerous. Now that you have unlocked the basic information, some of this information is displayed on top of the containment unit. And since we unlocked the work favors, we now... Alright, sorry about that there. Had a bit of a hiccup with the game, kind of doing something weird with the audio, so I had to stop and restart recording. Luckily, it seems like what we recorded... Luckily, it seems like what we had recorded is not lost, so that's good. Anyway, and since we unlocked the work favors, we now know the abnormality prefers attachment work. Let's try ordering an employee to perform attachment work on it. Click on the abnormality's containment unit. Alright, so +10. It's got its name. Got a 1 up there. Attachment. And there we go. Let me warn you about one more thing. When your employees enter a containment unit to do work with an abnormality, the cliff-off meltdown gauge is filled up by 1 block. Okay? When the gauge is filled up completely, a cliff-off meltdown will occur in the facility. The number next to the gauge shows how many containment units will be affected. The affected units themselves will have a meltdown alert. The affected units themselves will have a meltdown alert displayed around them. Okay, so 1. When the cliff-off meltdown happens, the containment unit has, besides the alert indication, a timer displayed with a bar on top of it. Normally this would slowly drop, but when the abnormality inside the containment unit is being worked on at that time, something happens, it doesn't, I guess. The meltdown can be taken care of by performing work with the abnormality of the affected containment unit. If the meltdown is not dismissed within the time limit, energy will be lost and the cliff-off counter of the unit will drop to 0, so please try to prevent that. You can see more detailed information about this in the manual at the Repeated Work Penalty article. Alright. 2. Whenever a cliff-off meltdown occurs in the facility, the meltdown level increases. The higher the meltdown level is, the more containment units that will be affected by the meltdown, okay? I think I told you almost everything about managing abnormalities. If you wish to read more about it, please look it up in the manual. You can consult it at any time during management by pressing F1. Now finish the management of this day by pressing the complete button at the top. After finishing management of the day, the employees who performed work will have their state values increased according to the types of work they performed. After a state value passes a certain point, its level will increase. The level of the employee can also increase after having enough total value points. The employees that achieve this are considered promoted and shown in the list below. So Tatiana went from 2 to 3 and had a bunch of stuff go up. We got an S rank on the tutorial. I feel very accomplished. You will also receive LOB as a reward for your work according to your management rank. You can increase your management rank by letting more employees survive the day. Letting them survive the day? Having them survive the day, perhaps? The higher your management rank, the more LOB you receive. However, there is an abnormality on the loose. If there is an abnormality on the loose, I guess, when you finish the management of the day, you will lose some of the LOB you were about to earn. Okay, reward 1. Gotcha. You can see which missions you successfully managed to complete on this day in the list here. When you successfully complete a mission, you can conduct research at the start of the next day. Okay. After finishing management, you can choose to go to the next day or retry this day. Dead employees and destroyed ego equipment are recovered when you choose retry, but you will lose observations, PE boxes, extracted ego equipment, and the promotions employees received for their work on this day. Makes sense? Can I click that? Yeah. Skip to the next day? Yes. Yes, I would like to go to the next tutorial. Thank you for asking. Got some nice red shoes there, Angela. Education, or manager education. Integrated research. Temporal integrated research. These researches that activate assembly summon, go, visualization, and damage normalization are only temporarily activated for the education. These functions are activated once you finish the required research. Okay. When you successfully manage to clear a mission on the previous day, you can conduct research. Proposals for research are then displayed at the start of the day. You can select one and conduct the research by clicking and dragging it into the slot in the lower right, then hitting OK. Please try to do so with this example research proposal. Okay, cool. Lock that in, I guess. Do you recall how much LOB you received during the management the other day? 1, right? It says 3 here, though. You can see the total amount of LOB you have left over. During this tutorial phase, I will show you how you can spend your LOB, how you can hire new employees, and how you can set them up for deployment. Let's start with hiring new employees. Try pressing the Hire button. Here you can see the information and looks of your soon-to-be new employee. You can increase one of the 4 state values before hiring them by clicking the arrow button next to it. If, for example, you wish to hire an employee that has more HP, you can increase its fortitude. Try doing this. Okay. Up to 2. As you increase the state values of an employee before hiring, the amount of LOB required to hire them will increase as well. The higher the values, the more LOB it will cost. You may need to review how much LOB you are willing to spend on one employee, as well as how much you have left afterward before finalizing your decisions. Okay. Once you finish setting the employee the way you want it, you can press the Hire button again to hire the employee. Please do so now. Melendez. Welcome to the team. You have now hired a new employee. Let's take a look at its status information. Please click on the employee. Just like during management, the information displayed about the employees here is the same. If you think your employee could use an increase in a state value, you can still do so by reinforcing the employee. Please press on the reinforcement of the employee button. And just like when hiring a new employee, you can increase the state value here by pressing the arrow next to it. Like before, it will cost slob when you do this, so keep that in mind. Try increasing the prudence by 1. Alright, so can we do that with these guys too? Yeah, confirm. Your new employee seems ready to be dispatched. Let's try to do this. Click and drag the employee with the primary mouse button over to one of the slots in the central command team. There you go, welcome to the team. Well done, now let's give to it some equipment. Remember that we extracted some ego equipment from the abnormality the previous day? We can give those to the employees. Please press the ego list button. Ego weapon, ego suit. Currently displayed in the center is the list of ego weapons you collected and some information about them. Now click on one of the employees you have which are shown in the list to the right to select it. Looks like they're all level 2. Where's Tatiana? Guess this is a different section? Well, we just created you. Good, you can now equip ego weapons to the selected employee by pressing one of the empty slots under equip ability. Okay. Now let's look at the list of ego suits we have available. Please press on the ego suit tab. Like before, you can equip one of the... Okay, sure. Get equipped there. And then we can equip everyone else. They gave us enough to go around. I guess we'll do that. Excellent. Let's head back to the deployment screen. Sure. Looks like there's a mission here that you can clear on this day. You don't necessarily have to clear it, but it is recommended since it would allow you to conduct research the next day. Complete abnormality work 3 times. Sure. I think we can probably do that. One more thing, if you have any questions before starting the management process again, you can review the manual by hitting the top button. You can review the manual by hitting the button on top. You can also view the manual from the menu displayed when pressing escape. Next, I will tell you briefly how to deal with emergency situations that can occur during management. When you're ready for that, please press the start button. Sure. Yep, so this should be the last tutorial from what we gathered at the very first screen. It listed 3, I think. Let me explain to you how to deal with emergency situations. The number displayed here is called a cliff-off counter, which I'm still not sure I'm pronouncing correctly, but we'll go with that. It will decrease when you do something that violates the guidelines displayed at managerial works on the abnormalities information screen or fail to avert the cliff-off meltdown in time. Okay, so that's the cliff-off counter, the little number there, okay? Are you wondering now what would happen when the cliff-off counter of an abnormality hits 0? Let's find out. Please select the containment unit and order an employee to do repression work. Alright, well it says this is not dangerous in the tips, that it just follows the employee around, so... you're top of the list, so you get to go. Don't die, please. Adam? Guess that's your name. Let's zoom in here and watch this go down. Can we pause? I want to read this stuff. Circling around Adam, but training dummy, it's going very quickly. Alright, well it says it's happy. The thing said it would escape on repression though, didn't it? Well, that's some ominous frickin' music, isn't it? Has escaped. What are your orders? Who are you? When an abnormality's cliff-off counter hits 0, the abnormality will either escape or use a special ability. This can lead to inconvenient situations. This particular abnormality happens to escape under this condition. Employees can't work with it when it is escaped, so we'll need to suppress it. Please select the escaped abnormality. Abnormalities have 4 different types of damage they can inflict on employees. Red, which decreases HP. White, which decreases sanity. Black, which decreases both HP and SP. And pale, guess that's the blue, which decreases health by percentages based on the target's maximum HP. Employees equipped with ego weapons can also utilize one of these 4 damage types. Good to know. Abnormalities also have a set of defenses based on the damage type. Some of the damage might be weaker, while others might be fatal to them. You can suppress an abnormality more effectively when your employees attack using the type of damage the abnormality is weak against. Alright? The abnormality deals red damage and is weak to white damage. Conveniently, our employees are all equipped with ego suits that offer resistance to red damage and carry ego weapons that deal white damage. Indeed, how convenient. One more thing, if the employee carries an ego weapon which ego level is higher than the abnormality's risk level, they will deal more damage to the abnormality and take less damage from it. In the current situation, the ego level and abnormality's risk level are the same, so currently this does not apply, so Teth is the level. Gotcha. When the suppression window is displayed, you can see what type of damage an employee will deal on the target before sending an order, and when you hover your mouse over the employee, you will be able to see their defenses against the 4 types of damage abnormalities can inflict. Now, please choose an employee to conduct the suppression of the escaped abnormality. Can we only choose one? Well, it looks like you got some damage on ya, so let's choose someone who doesn't. Are you going in there, Mika? Or Galena, rather? Meeting an abnormality, especially when it is on the loose, could be quite shocking and frightening for your employees. Just like when they enter a containment unit to do work on an abnormality, it could damage their sanity. If the risk of the level of the abnormality is high compared to the employee's level, it will cause a greater strain on their mind and lower their SP. Alright, you're at 35. You got a big old hammer, looks like. That sound effect was terrifying. Did you hear that? Holy cow. It looks like this abnormality might be too strong to suppress for just one employee. Be careful, by the way, if an employee dies, the ego equipment they were using will be lost as well. Let's order the rest of the employees to help suppress this abnormality. Please select the other 2 by clicking and dragging with the primary mouse button. Bandboxing like that? Okay. Now, click on the abnormality with the secondary mouse button to immediately order them to suppress it. It's a lot safer and easier to give orders such as these when you pause. That is absolutely a bad spelling of pause, but that's fine. You can pause by pressing the icon in the lower left or by pressing the spacebar on your keyboard. At last, we can pause. Awesome. So right-click here, and they'll go in there and beat it down. Well, apparently I can't pause now, even though it told me I could. Everybody's got... Oh, they've all got the rabbit hammer. Gotcha. Oh, man. They gave that thing a beat down. You did well handling this situation. Now let's move these employees to the main room in the department. Select them all by clicking and dragging. Yep, like that. While they're selected, click the main room with the secondary mouse button. Alright, and this is where they heal, right? It's a regenerator. Guess that thing's just gonna lay there dead forever now. What? What? Gone crazy? You have to deal with it soon? The sound design in this game is insane. When an employee has lost all their sanity points, they will panic. A panicked employee will show different behavior from a regular one and cannot be controlled. What they will do depends on their highest level state value. If you wish to learn more about this, look in the article. Click the panic employee. Employees can be recovered from their panic when their SP is restored to 100%. You can restore their SP by attacking the employee with white or black damage-dealing weapons. Conveniently, all the available employee... Yeah. Gotcha. So, now we have to suppress our own people? Oh, it's wanting me to click here. Oh, okay. So we can just do it that way too? Oh, it looks like Rabbit Robot is back in its cage, so it's not completely dead forever. Alright, so against non-panicked people, they hurt sanity, but against panicked people, they heal sanity. Good to know. That was excellent. Well done. If you ever get into a situation you'd wish to redo, such as reversing the damage that was done, you can do so by pressing Escape and clicking Return to Memory Repository, or by clicking Retry. When you choose Return to Memory Repository, you can go back to the last day the memory was imprinted into the repository, so the save file. When you do so, acquired ego equipment and abnormality observation details will remain with you. Retry doesn't do that, but it does let you start from the current day's deployment process. Okay. Now let's call all employees back to the main room of the department. You can do this by selecting all of them, then using secondary click on the desired location, but when you just want them all back in the main room, there is an easier way. Next to the regenerator gauge, there's a return button. You can use this button to call them all back. Okay. Go home. Wait, we're missing someone. Where's our third employee? Oh, they were overlapped. Okay, thought we had lost someone there. This wraps up our basic manager education and training sessions. If you have any questions, refer to the manual, F1. If you want to know what certain aspects of the user interface mean, hover your mouse over them and take a look at the tooltip displayed. I wish you luck and good health on your job. Thank you very much. I got a feeling we're going to need it. Alright, so apparently that is just strictly a tutorial, and our interactions from that are not going to carry over. So I guess we start with first day. With the current observation level. Sure, I don't know what that means, but... Sapphira Protocol? Hello. It feeds on the evil that surfaces during conversations between people. Alright. Hello, X. I'm X. Hello, Angela. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. I am Angela, your advisor and secretary, even though I am AI. Oh, you're not a human. Gotcha. Feel free to talk to me. AIs can have a name, you know. Well, obviously, you have a name and you're an AI. I am created from one of the wings of the world. Whatever that means. That means I am one of the best. Do you say so? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that I look too human to be an AI, aren't you? No? Not really? But there is a big difference. I am bound here. I can't go anywhere I want like you do. I can open a door or prepare a cup of coffee for you, but I can't go outside to enjoy the sun or breeze. Well, as you can see, my hair color is that of the morning sky after the rain. My voice is that of the wisest person in the world, and my face is that of the person with the most beautiful smile. Right. Uh-huh. It was a joke. There is no such person in real life. No, but I mean, you could create an artificial person like that, right? My appearance has been made to be attractive to as many people as possible. If you feel attracted to me, I am working as intended. I mean, not really, but do you ever open your eyes? Well, AIs are far more efficient than humans when multitasking. I am the best in most areas. I can do the work of several dozen people at once. I am sure that many people lost their job because of me. I feel sorry for them. That smile says otherwise, Angela. Enough for the introduction. Do you have anything that you want to know? Tell me more about this company. Not bad for a question. Let me put it this way. The energy consumption rate is ever increasing as technologies advance. Conventional energy sources combined could not sustain the world anymore. In search of solutions, we stumbled upon we stumbled upon mysterious beings dubbed as abnormalities, and figured out that we could harvest energy from these beings using a special method. We isolate them in a controlled environment and harvest energy from them. The company became one of the wings of the world for this discovery. There's that term again. Wings of the world, is that an exalted position or something? And what are the ethics of extorting these things which might be alive? I mean, the one we worked with in the tutorial was a robot, but once you're assigned as a manager, you can access the information about abnormalities from the encyclopedia. It is very important that you know and understand these beings to be successful as a manager. It's empty for now. It's your subordinate's job to fill it with data. Gotcha? And you have joined the company at an opportune moment. Lobotomy is looking for new ways to improve its harvest processes. Our systems are continually updated to support this. Speaking of which, there has been a new update just before you came. That means working conditions have been improved than those of your predecessors? I'm going to guess is what that's supposed to say. Think on it as my welcome gift. And if you notice, I will be ad-libbing because of the rough translations, or trying to. I hope you'll do well. I was about to mention to you, you don't understand the concept of patience, do you? It's a very insulting assumption. Manager, I think you should meet other AIs. Lobotomy is a huge corporation and there are many AIs working in different departments. If I'm the cerebrum, they're the cerebellums. Naturally, I am your most trusted AI. Shall we meet them now? I begin to worry about you, Angela. The fact that you called yourself my most trusted AI makes me not want to trust you. Rushed footsteps from behind. Oh, you're the one that we saw appear in the corner in the tutorial. Malkuth. Manager! My apologies, I am 1 minute late. Welcome to Lobotomy Corporation. Now, we don't need your theatrics, Malkuth. Please be punctual. Go prepare for the meeting. Angela's not in a good mood today. Sapphira's are looking forward to meet you. What are Sapphira's? Well, maybe not all of them. Where are my manners? My name is Malkuth. I am in charge of the control team. Lots of responsibilities, really. I will try my best to help you to enhance the performance of this facility. I am sure that you're nervous now. It will take some time for you to get used to the things around here. But don't worry, I will help you. I used to be a problem, Sapphira, you know. Okay, so the AIs are Sapphira. Gotcha. I once sewed the buttons of a shirt in the wrong direction to added salt instead of sugar to some food, but that was a long time ago, and now I am good. Uh-huh. And those weren't horrible things, just mischievous. I will give you an easy task as it's your first day here. Best of luck. Come in. I can't take it anymore. Are you the new manager? I want to get out of here, please. I know you can fire me, please. I beg you. We got someone going insane already? Why do you want to quit? Don't you like working in the control team? I am enjoying my work. I can't take it anymore. I will go insane. Nothing here is normal. I mean, they're called abnormalities. I think you're the perfect person for the job. I don't want to be here. I don't want to die. I'm sorry for this nonsense. The employee is one of mine. Let me take care of this, please. By take care of it, do you mean kill them? I want to intervene. You will get used to it, manager. Once they lose it, there is no chance for them to recover. The control team is like the central nerve system of a human being. If we go down, everyone else goes down too. It was hard for me at first too, so you are going to kill them. And I tried really hard, and it's not actually going to let me intervene, I gather. So please don't say you can't. Manager, don't forget that your primary goal is harvesting energy from the abnormalities is the most important function of the company. Don't disappoint me. Complete abnormality work 3 times. Well, that's a dead employee. Bria? Atzaluth? Asaya? You're supposed to expand a team every day. Do you want to unlock the control team and continue? Okay. Check power grid, prioritize orders, weaken cliff off deterrents. So we're saving. Okay. Okay, so we're starting with 1 employee. God, your eyes are freaky, Hunter. You need to come over here. We've only got 1 abnormality. Managerial tips. We know nothing about them. Do we have... Guess we don't have equipment to put on you yet. Guess you just got the basic. A riot stick and a suit. We have some points though, right? 2, so we should probably use those. Let's do Fortitude and Prudence, since those raise health and sanity, respectively. Alright, Hunter, welcome to the team. So 1 employee should be enough, right, for 1 abnormality? How do I begin? I don't remember. Oh, there we go. Just click off and get this back. Maximum ordeal. Highest level of ordeal for this day. I don't know what ordeals are. Do we have equipment? We do not have equipment. So these must be the abnormality levels. Zayn is the lowest and Aleph is the highest. Zayn, Teth, He, Wav, Aleph. Asaya. Oh, levels. So Asaya's so we've got 3 levels to get to. Gotcha. Alright, well let's start. We'll learn as we go, I suppose. Ah, I can pause now. Good deal. Well, we aren't working with the rabbit anymore. We're working with this thorny, crossy skull boy, huh? Alrighty. So we've got instinct, insight, repression, and attachment. That, I know looks are not something you should judge on, but that guy does not look like something that we'd want to be attached to. Let's do what the tutorial instructed us to do and use instinct first. You're the only one we've got, so let's do this. Guess we gotta wait for you to mosey your way on over. Looks like we've got non-controllable people wandering around too. Alright, let's see. Now I can pause and read these things. Awesome. Having no information on this guy, Hunter is understandably terrified of entering the containment unit. He looked relaxed. Doesn't look terrified. Imprint self. It gently floats in the air and moves sluggishly. Right, we're doing well, it looks like. Oh, there's a bad one. Hunter witnesses the reverence and solemnness of this thing. Are you taking damage from that stuff? Can we not see your health? Hunter failed to trigger a reaction. Alright, we're not doing very well here, so instinct is not good. Only those who can deceive themselves can live happy lives. Please don't die. We only have 1 employee, so we got a meh face. We got 4 boxes. Let's see, what is your health like there? How do we see what it is? That's your max. You are healing. Movement speed? How do I see what your actual HP is at? Alright, I cannot figure out how to see what his current HP is. Looks like he's healing though. Why can I not see your stuff? Well, we're 1/3. We'll let you sit here for a second. I'm wondering if it sparkles every time or only when he's still hurt. Anyway, in the meantime, let's look at this guy. We got 4. We could unlock a managerial tip. We could check on work type. I think it's better for us to check on work types. Instinct did not work very well, so let's look at insight since we leveled that up. Okay, so it's different for the different levels. Hunter's got 2, so it's high on that, so we should probably use that one. Let's see what instinct work was. Common. So we had common, so high should do a little bit better. You're still sparkling. I really, really wish I could see what your health was. There's got to be a way, right? Not escape. Alright, I'm going to assume he's fully healed and that it just sparkles every time that thing goes up. And I guess if he dies at this, then we can just retry it. Let's go for insight then. Hunter? Oh, and it's telling us the success rate now that we've unlocked that. Awesome. Get over there, sir. We need to discover more about this Scully boy here. It sees through you. That's disconcerting. Gently floats in the air, moves sluggishly. Right, we got a failure there. Is the Punisher? You got a t-shirt for sale? Completed the task, but it was indifferent. Only those who can deceive themselves can live happy lives. Well, we're doing better this time, certainly. Still got a meh face. There is a stark difference between half full and half empty. It took me a long time to grasp the difference as well. Okay, thank you, Angela, for that bit of philosophy there. So we got 6 this time. So I want to unlock both of these, I suppose. Oh, so this is all high on attachment, so I was wrong. He is someone that attachment's good for. Well, since we've already got these at level 2, we should probably do attachment work since that theoretically is going to raise Hunter's attachment level at the end of the day. Alright, well, we're going to try it again. Attachment this time. And this theoretically will complete our mission. Hopefully we do not kill Hunter by sending him in too quickly. Maybe it's best to send an honest employee to tend to 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. Oh, is that its name? How do we know its name when we haven't unlocked its thing? Well, we started off badly. Getting a little bit better. Hunter witnesses the reverence. Okay. I think we've read that before, except it was just the number last time. It's indifferent. Isn't it possible, just for once, to forgive an act of evil as long as its intentions were good? Depends. Look, the result of your effort is before us. It is all we need, so... something. We finished that. So we could complete the day. Can we keep on working and unlock the rest of this stuff? We can get basic information now. 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds. Zayn. It does white damage. It can output 10 boxes. So to get a good result, we have to get 8 to 10. So we need 16 boxes total to unlock everything. Can we look at your story? Oh, we can. There's a lot in here. A silent abnormality that understands the conflict between good and evil. Its empty eye sockets stare at all those who encounter it. A giant skull that is attached to a cross with a crown of thorns. It floats about 2 meters above the ground. While its appearance is bizarre, incidents of violence against employees by it have rarely been recorded. It feeds on the evil that surfaces during conversations between people. The assigned employee must confess their sins to it. Its mechanism is still unknown. Its feeding mechanism is still unknown. Experiment log. The sins have been cataloged in 3 levels. Level 1, a small lie or action that either goes unnoticed or can be shared in jest. Level 2, sins that are more serious and only shared to the closest of friends. Level 3, sins so profound that they cannot be shared with anyone and are taken to the grave. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 1 sins. Energy production has been increased by 12%. Has been assigned to confess level 2 sins. Energy production has increased by 15%. Redacted has been assigned to confess level 3 sins. 1 minute and 48 seconds after the employee was sent in, a bright flash of light was seen. The light was so bright that it was seen even outside the containment unit. Immediately following the light, there was a company-wide power outage. The phenomenon lasted for 2 hours. Redacted lost 6 years of their memory. Holy hell. The employee was canceled following this incident, or the experiment was canceled. The level of mental corruption of all employees in the department was greatly decreased. Ethics decreed that all footage of those who participated in the experiment were to be kept sealed, but the incident left us no choice but to review the footage in the containment unit. So don't confess level 3 sins. Gotcha. That's a little scary. See, you should be healed up by now. Can we? Yeah, it looks like we can keep going. Let's unlock all the rest of this guy's stuff if we can before the day's over. Looks like we can keep going. This is going to cause a meltdown, right? Yep. He's not terrified. He's relaxed. So we're going to have to immediately go back in right after this to stop this meltdown from happening. Failed to trigger a reaction. Not doing as good this time. Maybe we should go back to using the white one, Insight, since he has a higher level of it. But I would like to get him a free level up in Temperance if we can. Got +6. So we have until this timer reaches 0 to do this. So let's jump in here really quick and unlock some things. We've got 7 managerial tips. 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds restores the employee's sanity points when the work result is good. Knox, who was on the receiving end, commented that it felt refreshing. Well, we've yet to have a good result, I think. Let's do this again. Hopefully he doesn't have enough damage on him that this could kill him. Max sanity's 37. I really need to figure out how to see these guys' health, unless that's just something we can't do yet. Menacingly clicks its teeth sometimes, but it is nothing to be worried about. Yeah, Insight seems to be working better for Hunter. I imagine that's because that he's level 2 instead of level 1. Luckily though, if we want to keep doing the attachment, we can let him rest a bit after this one, since there's no danger of a meltdown or whatever. Up to 11. After perfectly producing PE boxes, 1 sin and hundreds of good deeds, restored the SP of all employees in the department. Awesome. I think we got a good result that time. 8. Yeah, we did. Awesome. So let's let him heal just a bit. And if we get that result again, we should have enough to unlock the last thing, or even one more box will do it, won't it? Alright, good deal. Let's let one more tick go by, and then we'll send you back in there, Hunter. You're doing a great job. I appreciate your dedication. You got a lot of heart. Oh, did you get the rare drop? 5%. Penitence, head 1. SP +2, work rate success +10% against the original abnormality. So that's why we finally got a good result, is it? Or did you just earn that because you got a good result? We also see Ego Weapon. Penitence does white damage. This endures everything except for Pale and makes us worse against that. Maybe... Oh, we've got 16? Already? Where did the extra come from? Or maybe they just hadn't been added in yet? Escape information? It can't escape. Alright, so after this we can actually get one of each of these. Maybe I want to go on and get 2 because we might want to hire a second employee. I am not sure. Are you coming over here? I thought I told you to go in here. Please? Or maybe you just I'm losing myself, sorry. Lots of stuff going on. Trying to... I apologize. Honest employee, sure. Just don't confess level 3 sins, Hunter, and you won't lose 6 years of your memory. He is the Punisher. Please don't punish Hunter. No reactions. Bearing the pain is half the atonement. Uh-huh. Well, Flagellant and Darkest Dungeon would certainly agree with you. Let's see, we can get one of each of these. Oh, never mind. That cost 15, and this costs 10. Alright, well, I'm going to do a little bit of grinding here. Not make you all watch me do this over and over. I want to get 2 of each of these before we move on. Alright, we have enough energy to get 1 more of each of these. And also we should check this. Ooh, looks like more information has been added in here. Redacted. This happened during Redacted at around 4 p.m., by the way. Will this really work? Anyways, there was a railway about 20 minutes from my house. Some of my good friends and I decided to have ourselves dressed as forest animals. One of us decided to dress as a deer. It was a crude costume, one that could hardly be called a costume, to be honest. It was just a pair of clumsily made antlers and a dark outfit with some deer-like spots on it. Anyways, I don't know how our dear friend wandered into the woods. We didn't even realize he was missing for maybe an hour. We looked for him and finally found him in some bushes. We called out his name, and I'm not sure if it was from relief of finally finding us or what, but he started sprinting towards us. And that's when we heard it. Gunshots. Bang, bang, bang. We didn't know where it came from, but when I came to my senses, I saw that his blood splattered all the way to my feet. After that, not one of us dressed up as an animal ever again. Yeah, that's not great. It's observation log 4. Its eyes are empty. It is a skull after all, but I doubt it's blind. I feel its gaze on me, and it is listening to me, and confessing to it lightens my heart. Afterwards, we investigated incidents during the period in the employee's hometown to get a better picture. We learned that a boy named Justin was shot and killed in a deer costume by hunters during a deer hunting season. Unlike the employee's confession, Justin was repeatedly bullied by other kids, and witnesses said they heard the kids shout, "Run, Justin, run," right before the gunshot. After the incident, the kids at the scene moved out of town and deer hunting was banned in the area. So not the whole story here. So we've got everything unlocked. We could still make some more of its stuff, but I think one of each is going to do for now. Alright, management report. S rank, 100% survival rate, 3 points reward. Okay, here's the reward. This was promoted, gotcha. Next day. Yes. Alright, looks like we got a choice of 3 this time. This is the record of the day that we must never forget. That sounds horrible. Everything will be peace while you are under the fairy's care. Uh-huh. People have been committing sins from long ago. Why do they commit such a thing, even when they know that it is bad? That sounds very similar to one sin. Everything will be peaceful while you are under the fairy's care. This sounds like the safe option, but this sounds more interesting, and this sounds like a bad idea. So let's go with O-02-56. Face the fear, build the future. It's the motto of the founder, whom we call A. And I'm X, so there's a lot of single letters above me. Which part of the motto do you prefer? Build the future? The future is inevitable, but undecided. One could just give in to the future, or shape it with a purpose. Lobotomy is an innovative company. The harvesting technologies we've discovered are such an... Excuse my lack of vocabulary. It is remarkable. These technologies could be the salvation of mankind. We're changing the future. Yeah, I'm still not certain it's for the best, though. I have grave reservations about abusing these so-called abnormalities for energy. There was some confusion last time. I am in charge of the security of your office, but I forgot to pay attention to the meeting room. The employee who made a fuss yesterday resigned. Good job. By resign, do you mean Malkuth killed them? Because that was the impression I got. You know what it means to resign here in the company, don't you? I have my suspicions. I take it as a no. Then it's my fault. Let me explain. Apparently some aspects of the company may shock you. We have a variety of roles here. Like a well-oiled machine, everyone has their role and they must do their part without errors. Now imagine one of the gears wears out faster than the others. It's obvious that the gear would grind down the other gears it is connected to, and so on. It would be wise to replace such a gear before it grinds the machine to a halt. That is what we say, resign. I still think you're hinting at you just killed them. Yeah, excellent. You did what I asked for. I knew I could count on you. Well, to tell you the truth, I was a little worried about you at first. Oh, how was my day? It was all right. Had an emergency protocol drill. No one was injured or died. Everybody did a good job. No one died except for that guy you killed? Not that the team is perfect, though. By the way, have you seen them? Some entities are creepier than the abnormalities. Entities that are creepier than the abnormalities? No, I have not seen them. I sometimes sense them in the corridors when I am alone. The drills do no good when you see them. We know nothing about them. Uh-huh. No matter how meticulous the plan is, I can't control the unknown. I don't know. I am not afraid of them. I feel something different, something that... It's a strange feeling, something nauseatic, something alien. What can I say? Something wriggling inside of me. You scare me, Malkuth. Little by little. Your job is not just keeping the abnormalities in control. You need to make them happy so they will produce as many PE boxes as possible. Everything else is secondary. Complete work 4 times with a result of good or higher. So they're getting more demanding as time passes. Still locked. Okay. So at what point can I exit and have it saved so that I can pick up back in the same place? So we get to choose research. Game speed acceleration. You can speed up your management to 2 times. I probably want that. Joint command enables you to give cross-divisional work orders between departments. Don't know what that means. Provide beepers to employees to have them return to their departments. Oh, so we have to unlock that button? I want the speed up, first of all. So do we get that immediately or next time? So we know you, we don't know you. You... Did you get any level ups in anything? You did not. Alright, so I think we should hire a second employee. Hannah. Change appearance. We can level up. So we've got Hunter as Fortitude and Prudence. Let's make Hannah Temperance and... Oh, Justice costs a lot. Okay, then. Well... Let's make her Temperance and Prudence. Welcome to the team, Hannah. Let's equip them. We've got this stuff now. They get better gear. All right. And yeah, I think we're going to call it here for now for this first episode. Hopefully the game will save when I exit and let me come back here. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying this. I am really intrigued by this game. I love finding out about the abnormalities and stuff. So far, I do expect it to get a lot more difficult than it has been in this first tutorial and day and so on and so forth. And I would love to hear from you guys whether this is something that you would like to see me continue to play, because I would like to continue playing it. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, friends, be excellent to each other.